Hello lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Today I thought I would do a video on my top 10 high-end makeup brushes. A lot of you guys ask me from time to time what are my favorite makeup brushes. In this video, I'm only going to be featuring makeup brushes that are in the permanent collection, so they are readily available to you. So I won't be including any of the limited edition brushes because I have a lot of them and those brushes are excellent. But what's the point of showing you these brushes if they're not available to you? So I'm going to be showing you my top 10 high-end makeup brushes and brushes that I feel that are worth the investment. So I will start out with two brushes that are on the lower end, which are two brushes from Zoeva. Now the first brush that I'm going to show you is the Zoeva Luxe Highlight, and this is the number 105, and this is what it looks like. Now this is definitely my favorite highlighter brush, and it's very soft and it applies the powder very well. It picks up and applies very well. You don't necessarily have to use this brush only for highlighting. You can also use it to apply blush as well onto the apples of your cheeks. And it's a very soft brush and it was worth the investment to me. And yeah, very good high quality brush. And Zoeva is also a German brand, and I also purchased this at the Douglas makeup store. The next Zoeva brush I have is the 234 Luxe Smoky shader brush. Now this is one of my favorite brushes. It has become a favorite. I even went as far as comparing it to the M.A.C 239 brush, and I absolutely love this one, and for the price I think it was definitely a steal. This one I luckily got with a purchase of a magazine. I was able to get this brush for free, and yeah, it was one of the best free gift purchases I ever had. And I love how flat the brush is, and it really picks up color and packs it on, especially when you're doing a smoky eye. And sometimes what I do is that I apply the transition color to one side, and to the other side I apply the dark smoky color, and very well worth it. Okay, onto foundation brushes. Now my absolute foundation brush favorite is definitely the Phase 3 brush from Marc Jacobs, and this is absolutely beautiful. It's very dense and compact, and it really blends out foundation seamlessly, and I can't wait for Marc Jacobs to expand on their brush collection, because that would be something I'll definitely be interested in. This brush is a synthetic brush, and this is one of the softest synthetic brushes that I've ever owned. I can't wait to add a couple more brushes from Marc Jacobs to my collection. I will be going to France later on this month, and we don't have a Sephora here, so I'm pretty excited for that. And this Marc Jacobs Phase 3 brush was definitely worth the money. The next brush goes without saying. This is the Chanel powder and contour brush, and this one is the number 2 brush. Now if you are investing in a high-end makeup brush and you choose to buy a Chanel one, this is one of their brushes that I would highly recommend. Now this one, you can use it for powder products, you can use it for your contour. I've even went as far as using it for blush, and it did an amazing job of doing that. And you can also use it for contour. It's a very big fluffy brush, and love the design, love the quality, and this is one of the brushes that has been in my collection for a couple of years now. I would go as far as saying that this one is definitely a must-have in your collection if you're going to choose to invest in high-end makeup brushes. I hope this video is helpful for you guys, because these are definitely my favorite brushes. The next one is the Chanel concealer brush, and this one is the number 10. Now I don't own a lot of concealer brushes, but I really like this one. It's very flat and it's a synthetic brush, so it helps to get into those inner corners when you're applying concealer. I also use it sometimes to apply concealer for my brows. I really want to add a more defined concealer brush, especially for my brows. So if you guys have any recommendations for me, just let me know in the comments below. But this one is definitely worth the money as far as I'm concerned. Very soft, and I just love the way it applies concealers. The next one up is one of my favorite brushes. This is the M.A.C 239 brush, and it has been my favorite brush for the past years now, and I still love it. I just feel that with the one from Zoeva, you can get a really good bang for your buck. It's just that the one from Zoeva is a little bit shorter, and I'm going to be giving you a comparison shot of these two as well. But I absolutely love the M.A.C shader brush. It's great for packing on color for smoky eyes, and it's also great for, you know, single shadow looks as well. I absolutely love the way it picks up and applies eyeshadow. The last 4 brushes in my top 10 are all from Tom Ford. I am absolutely loving the quality of the Tom Ford brushes, and you know, they are pretty pricey, but to me they're worth the investment. And I'll also show you how I keep my brushes looking nice and clean. Let's start with the first one. So this one is the Tom Ford number 13 blending brush. This brush is my favorite blending brush, other than the one that Chanel has. Chanel has a limited edition one that I absolutely love, but they discontinued it, so I had to include this to my favorite because I think it's definitely comparable, and it does effortless blending of shadows, and it's very soft and very precise. And I like that the brush is not necessarily so soft that it just goes all over. The brush has a nice structure to it, and it's not so soft that you get it to, you know, it goes all over and it's kind of wonky. It keeps its shape, and that's what I love about it, and it allows for precise blending. So this, I would say, is definitely my favorite blending brush, other than the one that I have from Chanel that is limited edition and discontinued. This is the one I would love to get another one of. Next brush is also from Tom Ford. This is the number 14. This is the Smoky shader brush, and I absolutely love this. I do have the M.A.C 219 as well, but I think they're both similar, and I'll also give you a comparison shot of both of them as well. I feel that the one from Tom Ford is a lot softer. The one from M.A.C is also a nice one, and I've been very happy using it over the years, but I recently added this one from Tom Ford to my collection, and I have to say it is a hit. And it's very soft. It allows for effortless smoky eyes. You can get very close to the lash line, and I don't have to worry that the brush is gonna scratch me or something like that. It's so soft. I absolutely love this, and I'm surprised that this brush does not get talked about a lot here on YouTube because it's that good. So the next time you're at your Tom Ford counter, definitely give this one a look. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you don't want to spend as much as, let's say, for the Tom Ford Smoky Eye, you can also go ahead and get the 239. I do like it, but if I had to choose between the two, I'll definitely go for the Tom Ford one. On to blush brushes. I have several blush brushes, and it was so hard to choose one for my top 10. I do love the one from Chanel, and I have a couple, I think I have another one from Dior, but that is a limited edition, and I wanted to make sure that I only include brushes that are still available. And I have to say that the Tom Ford blush brush is amazing. It is so soft. It picks up the product effortlessly and allows for seamless blending out of the blush, and I just love the shape, and it's just really beautiful. So definitely, if you want to treat yourself to a fancy blush brush, I would recommend it. It's not a must-have in my opinion, but it's just delightful and soft, and it does what it's supposed to do: apply blush shamelessly. Running out of words there. So on to the last but definitely not least. This one is definitely an investment brush. This one is the Tom Ford bronzing brush. It's a huge brush. Like, when I saw it online, I had no idea it was gonna be as big as it is when I saw it in person. You can use it for applying your bronzer, or what I do sometimes is, like, if I have the feeling that I have applied maybe a little bit too much blush or a little bit too much bronzer, I just use this brush to go over it and just give me a seamless look. I absolutely love it, and it is fantastic for your powder products. You can also use it for your powder foundation, and you can also use it for bronzing powders as well. Excellent. It has a whopping price tag, but for me, it was definitely worth the investment. Now let me show you what I use to clean my brushes, because I get asked about that a lot, especially on Instagram and sometimes here on YouTube as well. What I use is this baby shampoo first. This one is called Booption. I get it at the DM drugstore, and I'll also give you a close-up of what this product looks like. You just need a little bit and lather it up in your brushes, and you know, the makeup just comes right out. And you know, depending on if I use like dark shadows on my white brushes, I probably have to go over it like maybe 1 or 2 times using this in order to make sure that all the color and all the shadow is completely out. For makeup too, it just washes right out. And after I wash it with the baby shampoo, I follow up using the M.A.C brush cleanser, which is excellent. It just brings back the luster to my brushes and the fluffiness, because that's what I use to wash these brushes, and that's why they just stay looking white and pretty. So anyhow guys, I hope this video was definitely informative for you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I love you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.